Hi guys, today's recipe is about dosas. It's a very simple, easy dish. It does take a lot of time to prepare the dosa batter, but once the batter is ready, there is endless possibilities with this basic dough. Hope you enjoy the video. Here I've taken a cup of urad dal. Urad dal would look, feel and taste the same as barley. Barley is a good alternative. If you do not have urad dal or if you don't have both, you could either use white kabuli chana or chickpeas or black kabuli chana of the same quantity. They're going to taste great. They're going to taste the same. To 1 cup of urad dal, I'm adding 4 cups of rice. It doesn't matter what quality of rice you're using as long as you wash your rice really well for the milky substance in the rice to go away, and you leave it to ferment. Now I washed them. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of feenugreek seeds. Feenugreek seeds will help keep your dosas crisp and your idlis soft. Keep it aside for 4 hours. Blend it with very little water to make a good thick paste like this. Now we are going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. Baking soda and salt has to be put together for your dough to ferment really good. Now I'm changing it into a bigger bowl because the batter is going to increase overnight. I'm going to keep it overnight to ferment. I'm covering it, keeping it overnight. The next day you see the dough is nice and airy, it's risen and it's full of bubbles inside. You remember I did not add water while grinding the dough. So now I'm going to thin it down to pancake consistency. Keep it aside. And these are the ingredients for the palya. I'll tell it to you when I'm cooking. These are the ingredients for the chutney. You just have to blend them all together. And this goes on top of the masala dosa, which gives the name of masala dosa. This is the peanut chutney. Now for my palya or the potato stuffing, I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and 1 teaspoon of zeera seeds to hot oil with a little bit of hing, curry leaves and onions. I do not want to overcook the onions since I want a little bit of crunch in the palya. I'll just cook it until it's lightly done. Once done, I'm going to add in half a tomato and a little bit of coriander leaves. Now when you overcook it, it would taste nice, but it would go into a gravy consistency. I want the freshness of the vegetables to stay, so I'm not going to overcook it. I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder and half a teaspoon of saffron. You could change it according to your taste to more spicy or less, but since I have kids, this will do. Add in a little bit of water and let the masalas blend in. Now I'm going to mash it with my vegetable masher, and this would blend everything well, really nice. Add in half of my green peas and the boiled potatoes and smash it. Now since this has already been boiled, I don't have to cook it for a long time. I'm just mixing the ingredients all together. Once I've smashed all the potatoes really well and blended in the masala, I'm going to add the remaining green peas and the coriander. Mix it really well. When it's dry, I'm going to set it aside. This needs to be a dry stuffing since it would go very well with the masala dosas. Now in a blender, I'm going to put the chutney ingredients. It's peanuts, it's dry chillies and coconuts with a little bit of salt and garlic. Blend it with little water, and then we are going to make a tempering for this. This is blended. Transfer it to a bowl. In a pan, splatter some mustard seeds. Add this to your chutney and it's done. Now this chutney could be thinned with a little bit water, but thick chutney goes well. Add in your dosa batter and spread it like so. Add in a little bit of oil and let it cook till half done. Once it's almost done and you see the wetness on the dough is gone down, add in your red chutney or the masala for the masala dosa. This is what gives the masala dosa a different taste altogether, and it's really good. Add in your potato stuffing which you have made earlier. Wait a little bit. When your dosa is a little bit dry and crispy, then you turn it. This is how it is served in hotels. I've plated it with some chutney. Usually we have it with another sambar. Now this is a plain dosa, just to show you another alternative. You could make your dosa and spread some cheese or vegetables or even an egg over this. Cook it till the egg is done and then enjoy it. This I'm going to serve plain dosa with some palya and some chutney. Cook it both the sides and then it's done. Now for the really crispy dosas, you spread it out really thin as possible. Rub in some butter or ghee. The butter or the ghee will help it crisp and give it that brown texture and really crisp taste, and this is really good. Now let the butter fry up the dosa really well. You can see the dosas become brown. The earlier dosas were not so brown, but because of the butter or the ghee, dosas will become really brown. Now I've taken the palya and the chutney and I've set it aside. I'm cutting this dosa until the middle, not really all the way through, and then turning it to a cone. This is a topi dosa. It's the same as masala dosa. It has no masala in it, but it's really good. Add some butter on top and your hotel style topi dosa is ready. Enjoy.